Wow. Here we are, Glenn. Here we are, Somehow Related Live. Thanks very much for coming. You know it's a rock and roll audience, but they've got their coffee cups on stage, Glenn. Look at that. Sure there's a cup of tea. Has anyone got a cup of tea anywhere? Or Lachlan's here. We met Lachlan before. How you going? Good. Okay. Lachlan's got a list. You know Glenn, of course. You're a friend of Glenn's.
We met with Lachlan. Just put your hand down. We met at Southland.
Wow.
And we go out for coffee.
Oh,
It's all above board. It's all.
It's nice.
Don't get the wrong idea. Is it? Good on you, mate. Is Dad here?
We'll talk to Dad after the show. Fair enough. Okay.
Mum and Dad have separated, have they?
Don't go into it. Bloody hell. Look at his mate. His mate is going, Jesus Christ. His mate's just putting his head in his arms. Look, let's not talk about that, but Lachlan has got a list of famous people that he's met.
Yeah.
You're on it, and I'm now number 37. Is that correct? Whoa. And it's an impressive list. It's a really impressive list. There's John Stevens from Noiseworks. There's a lot of 80s icons who, of course, I love. There's all sorts of people on there, isn't there? Sean Kelly from The Models, yeah. Yeah. There's your number.
What number am I?
We don't need to go through the phone. There's Lavinia Nixon. She's 22, I think. You're in the top 30. Right. Now, well, good on you, Lachlan. And thanks for coming. Thanks for everyone for coming. But let's just admire Glenn's knitwear for a little bit.
Get fucked. You know, that's funny you should say that.
Gotta love a man in a cardigan. No. I can't pull that off. I'm too fat. I can't pull a cardigan.
Sam Pang sent me a photo.
The King of Zing, as we call him.
Yeah, Sam Pang from that
show.
That show. He sent me a photograph of Ben Hogan.
Who's Ben Hogan?
He's a golfer. We know who Ben Hogan is? Famous
No,
golfer.
no.
And he was wearing a.
Boo, no.
He was wearing.
Ben Hogan.
Hey, you know on the podcast where I tell really boring stories. This is a really boring story. And he sent me a photograph of Ben Hogan wearing a cardigan, and I liked it, so I said I'm going to buy one, and I bought one, and he wrote back to me saying this is the most wonderful thing I've ever seen. So.
He does, when you do occasionally turn up to Nova, and he'll be there on a rare occasion when he does turn up for work, Sam. And yeah, he's always got like cardigans because he's playing golf, because you've got to sort of dress up.
Can you see that? Look. See, look. That's...
I always call Sam Pang, old Caddyshack's turned up over here. Look at him.
That's the look I'm going for.
Yeah, that's very dapper. Very dapper.
Yeah, okay.
So I prefer the hoodie. This guy down the front is wearing a hoodie. Look at that. Yeah. There we go. Casual wear, Glenn.
And this guy was eating burgers in front of us before.
Yeah, Lachlan's
and
mate.
And didn't eat his chips. And I fucking really wanted to eat his... I really wanted to eat your chips. And you never offered them. Anyway, hello, everybody.
You don't have to eat the chips.
Isn't it great that we come together in the church of Somehow Related? We share our life. I've got to say, I say things on that podcast that I wouldn't say anywhere else.
Same here.
And so these people here know every intimate detail.
Like that time you talked about your gay experience. Did we? Oh, no, we cut that out. Anyway, that's a joke. It's a joke. God.
What? You suck one little cock. Seriously.
It's a joke. We did. Who knows? You want to tell us now. Anyway.
Well, there's a public toilet in South Melbourne, and one thing led to another. Don't clap that, please.
Don't clap that, Lachlan. Lachlan, stop clapping that. Anyway, we've got a special guest today.
Oh, and, very excited. Very excited.
We're recording today, and because this is... should we mention what this episode is? We didn't know this, but Courtney, our producer, told us it's actually 150th episode. Yeah. There we go. We didn't know that. Whoa, we did it. Woo.
So as a celebration, I looked up things that weigh 150 tonne.
Oh, really? Why don't you tell us when we start recording? Tell us when you start recording.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we're recording this
it's going to be really interesting.
Because you just talked about public toilets. You did an Alan Jones on us. So you got to... Anyway, we'll... Should we actually officially... Well, should we ask, is anyone from interstate or anything like that? Is anyone from... Who's from the furthest place away, you reckon? Who's from anywhere? Yarra Glen! Where's that one? You've got Yarra Glen. Where else? Ballarat? Belgrave. Via Geelong, yeah. Brighton Golf Club. Do you know that guy? Yeah,
he's got a vest on. He looks like a fucking idiot.
He's a hipster. No, that's more hipster
I bet
with a vest.
Is that hipster?
That's hipster with a vest.
He's got boat shoes.
He actually plays in a folk band. Like
I do feel that.
Ormond? Yeah, that's not that far away, Lachlan. I think Yarra Glen wins, or maybe Ballarat. Ballarat, we love Ballarat.
Yeah, Ballarat.
I did a gig the other night, had a few drinks, woke up on the main street. I said, how backwards is this joint? Someone said, this is Sovereign Hill. All right, there we go. It's my one Ballarat joke. Anyway, there we go. Yeah.
I caught a plane the other day.
Oh, what happened on the plane?
Well, I was on the plane and I
Yeah.
thought I'll lighten the mood because it's a bit tense on the plane. I was on the tarmac and I looked out and there were some birds out on the tarmac.
Yeah.
And I said to the guy sitting next, I didn't know who he was. I said to the guy next to him, I said, oh, that's interesting. Didn't realise that they had to take off from here as well. And he didn't laugh and I went, mate, do you realise who I am? Seriously.
It's a
That
free
is
joke.
a very good joke. It's a free joke.
It's an absolute free joke.
Seriously, yeah.
Oh,
I went down to Tasmania.
Tasmania.
Went to what's the market down there?
Salamanca.
Salamanca market.
Salamanca?
There was a lady there. She was selling bags of lollies,
Yeah.
and she didn't have any teeth.
Right, that's bad. No teeth.
I mean, seriously, if you're going to, let's put some of those lolly teeth in. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fat person selling donuts.
Hey, that's
It's like
personal.
it's like a guy selling cigarettes, going, "How many packs do you want?" Yeah. That's a good joke.
Hey, it's a good joke. It's a good joke.
That's a good joke.
It's a good joke, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so should we start the podcast?
So what do we do? We pause.
We pause and then we
Because
start.
as I've said before, the little chat at the start is
Yeah.
meant to be us walking to the studio.
Right, right, is it?
It's meant to be an intimate chat that
Right.
they're not listening to, and then the music starts. But it's
Right.
kind of, anyway.
It's like urinal chat, is it?
yeah,
Between two
it's
men.
what a cooler chat. But something's happened that I really want to tell you about.
Okay, go. Okay,
Okay.
go. Here we go. 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 Go.
We paused.
Okay. Shh.
Anyway, so something's happened.
What's happened?
I've had a run-in with the police.
Oh, the cops, the fuzz, the thin blue line.
It's funny, when you say I've had a run-in with the police, everyone,
Yeah.
they go quiet, don't they?
They do. Yeah.
Sitting at home Friday night, phone rings. Selena says I've got a flat tire. Selena partner says I've got a
Yeah.
flat tire. So I go, I'm onto it.
You're like the RCV in your
Yeah,
house.
I'm over there. I'm going to help you. Anyway, I don't know why. Anyway, so I jump in the car, drive you across town. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I think, well, I want to arrive fresh.
Yeah.
So I pull out the air freshener, and I
What? What, the Glen 20? You get the Glen 20 out?
the breath freshener.
Oh!
Not air freshener, the breath. No,
does
no,
he
no.
care
Sorry,
about
you're right.
Yeah.
I give it a little squirt like this, little squirt.
Little Listerine.
Yeah, little one in the
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, anyway.
What,
So-
are you going to have a pash before you change the tyre? Or what's going on there?
One thing leads to another. You never know. Perhaps you'd like to loosen that nut. Boom, there you go.
Hey! Oh!
Thank you very much. So, anyway, so booze bus
Oh!
pulls me in, and the guy goes, just brought the bag. He goes,
Yeah, because there's alcohol in the...
"There's alcohol in the thing," and I, you know what's that show? RB.
Yeah, that one, RBT?
RBT.
Yeah,
RBT.
yeah, yeah.
I've got. That sounded so much like I was on that show. I go, my girlfriend's got a flat tire.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, yeah, and I just used fresh breath. This one I pulled that one there. That's what it is. He goes, mate, I got to take you in.
What? So you didn't win in the bus?
Yeah. So he goes, and it was his first. I was one of his first ones. He's straight out of the academy.
Oh.
So he had to pull the bit of paper out. He didn't remember what to read. I have to inform you, sir, that you will be. Come on, mate. You know it. Come on. If you resist arrest, you will be placed under. I'm going, breath freshener? Seriously, he goes. So anyway, I get out, and I had to do the walk of shame because all the
Yeah.
cars are behind.
Is everyone tooting you? Yeah, bloody Cal night. Did you do the Cal walk? Woo!
I will show you. I'll have fresh breath while I'm in there. Anyway, so I go in, I sit down, and then the guy goes, starts filling the thing out. He goes, name, occupation, and
What do you say, comedian or actor?
I said actor.
Professional golfer.
And the other guy goes, do you know who this is? And he goes, yeah, it's bloody Russell Court, mate. He's running around.
We show that straight out the door then.
Yeah,
Sorry
I'm
for bothering you, Mr. Coit, at the door.
And then Selena rings, and I go, and I'm here. She goes, oh no. So then, and he goes, anyway, so and I had to wait half an hour. So the guy who doesn't know him tries to have a bit of a chat.
The guy doesn't know you.
Yeah, he goes, so what sort of acting do you do? I'm going,
No. Just Google me, man. You should have said Google me.
and he goes, oh, don't worry, when you leave, we're gonna get you on YouTube. Anyway, so I sat there for half an hour, and then I blew 0-0, and we remain friends to this day, and everything's okay. This is one of those stories that doesn't have a great ending.
Yeah, but what happened with the flat tyre then? Was Selena still waiting there, or did she call
It was
OTB?
half flat, and she drove it to a place near there, and she left it there for the. Oh no, she went and got the tyre pumped up.
Yeah.
And then it made it to the place.
I'm not buying that. She rang her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And what time was this?
About 10 o'clock at night.
What night was it?
Friday.
Oh, I remember that. Anyway, so let's go. Oh, classic. Anyway.
Very good.
Yeah, very
Look,
good. Yeah,
okay, not
classic.
one of my best stories.
It's still a good story.
Not
I
one of
liked
my
it.
best.
I liked it.
But, you know, I took a photograph of I've got a photograph on my phone if you want to see it.
Oh, with you and the cop?
Yeah.
The one who didn't know who you were?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did he approve of the photograph or?
I said I wouldn't use it anywhere, but I could show it. Could I show it on our thing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll put it on Facebook. No problem at all. He'll be right.
Because you can see the look on my face. I'm pretty shitty.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah.
What are the odds of getting a cop who doesn't know who you are?
But if you blow the thing, how do you go blow over 0.5 over what is it? What's
yeah,
the
it's
number?
over 0.05.
0.05. Just with one little squirt.
Oh, the breath freshener.
Breath freshener.
That's incredible.
How's my breath right now?
Oh, yeah, fresh as. Oh, I think I can hear the music, Glenn.
Oh,
Can you go-
yeah,
here
yeah,
goes the
yeah,
music.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, oh, yeah. Here it comes. Whoa, yeah.
Hello and welcome to Somehow Related live at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and now here's Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Yeah. Woo. Wow. And we didn't realise this, but it's our 150th episode.
150th
Wow,
episode.
incredible.
How many people are here?
There'd be about 150 people here.
150 people here for our 150th episode.
We've done an episode for every one of you in the past. Do you realise that? You can choose your favourite. You can choose your favourite, absolutely. So, Fanta, someone said, was it? That was the very first one, wasn't it, Glenn? Remember that?
Nazis and
Fanta and Nazis. That was back in the 70s when we
Have
started.
things have been coming up? Do things come up in conversation? You use things from the show?
I use things from the show, yeah. Do you? I'm sure some people here would use things in the show, for sure. Avocado and testicles. That's a very popular one to bring up at barbecues, isn't it?
A lot of people responded to that episode.
Yeah, well, people love nuts. What can I say? What's that one? Cornflakes and masturbation. There's a certain theme going on today with our crowd. We should say hello to Sam, shouldn't we?
Oh,
Should we
yeah,
say hello?
Sam's very excited.
Yeah, we should say hello. She's very excited. Hello, Sam.
Everybody, wow, 150 shows and I still haven't been paid yet.
Oh, well, it's sort of voluntary, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I mean,
You
she
know,
does a
Sam.
lovely job and she
Yeah.
supplies all the topics and everything, but
Yeah.
she's right. I don't know what we could,
Well, we could offer her.
Yeah.
I don't know. What could we offer her? I don't know. Thanks, Sam, anyway. You're a
Thanks,
good person.
Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
She's here in spirit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We've got a special guest. Shall we bring our special guest on?
Oh, look, I'm so excited. Now, he's going to sit in the middle, so
Okay.
I'll sit here.
Yeah.
How you managed to do this, Dave, I do not know. But what a thrill it is to have him. I'm a huge fan. You're a huge fan.
I am.
He's one of the nicest people in the industry. I'll give you the honour of doing the proper introduction.
Oh, right. He's a big comedy star. He's the fabulous Ross Noble. Hey. Thank you, Ross.
Hello. Hello. That was, you know what was lovely about being out there and hearing that story? It was like I was watching RBT with the audio description on. You know?
Because one of the reasons we got Ross on, he's a fabulous comedian, but he also listens to the show.
I do.
He told me one
I'm
day.
genuine. I've listened to pretty much all of them now, and I like it. I play a game. I don't know if you do this. I play a game of can I work out, like when you two can't remember someone's name, which is one of my favourite things ever, because you've sort of like future-proofed your careers, because you'll be in the old folks' home going, You know that fella that was on that advert? Who was the man? Oh, he was, like that. You just keep a microphone on that. This can go on for years. And I'll sometimes be driving, I'll be listening to the podcast, and you'll go, that fella, and it's like, you know when you're watching like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or something, and you have to buzz in quickly, and the person beats you to it, well, you give us so much time to get to the thing. It's like, go, and you go,
We should phone you as a friend sometime. Hang on,
you can. Anytime, ring me.
Ring Ross Noble.
Just be there.
Who's that bloke that was on that show?
I love it, yeah.
Now we should get Sam to say hello. to
Oh,
Ross.
Sam is so excited.
Hello, Ross Noble. I'm a huge fan, but I think you're lost. Are you sure you're in the right venue with these two rip-off merchants?
What?
Ah, come on. Come on, that's like Hal in 2000 Turning. Yeah, how dare you? It's nice to meet you, but I like these men.
I love your accent.
Yeah.
Lovely. I like yours as well. It's like being flirted with by Stephen Hawking. Yeah. In fact, that you were talking about the cop, the recognising, not recognising. See that wrist there. So I've got a big scar there. I was in a motorbike accident. I snapped my wrist, and I got horrible. It was all floppy. I got back on the bike. I thought, why is that not working? Right? It was just flopping around like that. And I get in the back of the ambulance turns up, and I get in the back, and I sit down like that, and I get my helmet off and everything. And there's two of them. There's an older guy and a younger lad. And the younger lad goes, he sees me and he goes, "Oh, brilliant!" And I go, can I have some drugs, please? I'm in a lot of pain. And he's going, "Oh, I can't believe it, brilliant." And I'm going, "Seriously, I'd quite like some drugs." And he goes like this. He turns around and he goes, "Do your Stephen Hawking impersonation," right? And I went, and the older fella hasn't got a clue. He's going, "What are you asking him that for?" He's going, "Oh, you see in one of his DVDs does Stephen Hawking." And I'm going, "Give me some drugs, please." And the fella goes, "Go on then." So I was sat in the back of an ambulance going, "What are you going, I have some drugs, I would like some drugs." And he's going, "Oh,
Very good.
brilliant. Hey, do it. And he wouldn't give me medical assistance until I'd performed for me drugs.
Wow.
And I brought this out as well, look, because while you were talking, right, I'm desperate to be stopped by the police, right? Because you won't be able to say, but look at my license photo.
Oh, you're shitting yourself. Go like this.
Yeah? Look at that.
Oh yeah.
I've literally, you can't see the photo, but I'm going like that. Because there's no law against, you know how they say you're not allowed
Can't
to
cover
smile?
your face, yeah.
You can't cover your face, and you're not allowed to smile, but this, right, that's not a smile. And when the woman took the photo, she said, "They'll knock that back." And I said, "Well, no, because in these sort of PC times, they're not going to send the license back and say, you're too gormless to have the picture." So, and she went, "Oh, that's a very good point. So now you know that."
Oh, we can all do it.
Yeah, and it's great. And if you do get stopped by the police, and sometimes they'll stop, do the thing. I go, "Do you want to see my license?" Like, "No, you're all right." I'm like,
Damn. Let me show you. That's awesome. Now, you know how this works. We get two topics, and then we're going to work out how they're related. Should we get the topics from Sam?
Yes, please, Sam.
Okay, give it to us, Sam. Here we go.
Apollo 11 and life insurance.
Oh,
Apollo 11.
and life. Two of my favourite things, I've got to say. Bloody life insurance. Have you got life? I've got life insurance. You got life insurance?
Have you got life insurance?
Yeah, it was hard to get because I'm fat, but
You know what? I was just about to say I got turned down for life insurance because I'm too fat.
well, I got it like 10 years ago, but it keeps going up. It's expensive. It's
Well,
like
the fat goes up. Or
yeah,
it just keeps going up.
it just keeps going up. It's a really lot of money, and sure, if I get knocked off, my wife gets $1 million, but it's still woo. So that's my my wife's here. But I had to go to a hospital with a cardiologist. And he goes, "I'll just strip down to your undies." And then he put like electrodes on my heart and stuff. He goes, "You got to go ride an exercise bike." And I go, "Well, where's that?" And he goes, "Oh, it's in this area." And we walk out, it's like a public area. So I was like, and so I had to ride this exercise bike. This is like old ladies walking past. There's a fat guy in his undies with wires on him.
I thought you were going to say, "I'm not walking over there. I'm not walking over there to do exercise. Bring the exercise bike to me."
Bring me a wheelchair. So I got it, but it was quite hard to get.
Oh, no. So this time last year, I had the nurse came to the house, did all the thing and
Tests.
everything, and just went, nah, you're too fat. We're not giving it to you. And I went, oh, that's fine. In a year's time, I'll do it again, and I'll have lost all the weight. COVID happened. She came back. I put on more.
She just opened the door and went, nah.
Can't they just put the policy up and say, if you want this body to be insured, it's going to cost you?
That's what they do, yeah.
Yeah, it's over. Like you can get over 10 grand a year. It's so expensive.
So you don't bother when it's that bad?
No, I've still got it. I can't remember, but it's quite expensive. I know that much. I know. Have you got it or?
No.
He's like, no, I'm not fat like you. I
You
don't.
can probably get it easily.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
I've got a stepdaughter, but she'll be fine, and who cares?
Yeah.
She can take care of herself. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
My first job when I left school was in an insurance company.
Oh, were you a
This
clerk
is
or?
interesting. Yeah. I was Victorian claims manager at MLC.
Oh, big job. People are impressed.
Yep. So I would finish my work at about 11 o'clock in the morning, and then have the rest of the day and I'd go down to the filing room
Yeah.
with my book, but there was no chair in there, but it was just a ladder, and I would climb up the top of the ladder and sit at the top of the ladder with my book going, oh, I fucking got this made, haven't I? Reading the book up a ladder. There you go.
Wow.
So, yeah, I worked there for a year.
A step ladder?
Yeah.
Would you go on the very top, or would you go one step down and just have a little back support, or would you were you
Good point.
perching?
I perched, but it was susceptible to falling. But there's nothing else really down there, is there? But you're saying you can do that.
I'm saying if
You're taking notes, by the way. This is interesting.
I think if you were depending on the angle of the ladder, but if it had a decent angle on it, you could sit one step down and you get a bit of lumbar support.
A bit lean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have been very young though. How old were you when you were?
Probably about. I didn't have life insurance either, so if I'd fallen off, I would have been, out of money. Probably about 20, and I was paid. Guess how much money I was paid per week? Lachlan, you'll love this.
300?
I'm shit at maths and where's all that? I'm shit at maths.
He's shit at
Oh,
maths.
shit at maths. Okay, $80 a week.
Oh, in a little envelope. In a little envelope.
Yeah, little envelope with a bit of the little change at the
Change,
bottom.
yeah, I
A little
remember
extra
that.
change at the bottom. What was your first wage?
I've never had a job. I've genuinely, the first time I ever got paid was when I was busking. So I can't remember the exact amount, but it was about that much in the bucket. Yeah. I've
So
honestly,
you've never had the joys of an office
I've
job.
never had a job. I've never had a boss. Ever.
Wow, you're lucky.
Oh, I'm not. Don't. Oh,
That's all right.
yeah. I love it. I love it. Like, yeah. Why would you?
I remember seeing you. I was thinking about. I was one of your early supporters.
Yeah,
I
you
saw
were,
you in
yes,
front of
yes.
30 people with 30 people in the town hall. You had orange hair.
Yeah, no, red hair.
Red hair.
Red hair at the
Yes.
time. Yeah. I had red hair, and that wasn't a great decision because it invited heckling. Yeah. I had bright red hair, and there was one day I was wearing a yellow T-shirt, and I was in McDonald's, and all the kids started cheering. They were like that. And
Fantastic.
yeah, there was one night we can't swear on this, can we? As a family.
Hey, hang on, what's going on over here? Someone's
Hey.
taking their cardigan off.
The cardigan's getting a bit hot.
For the listeners at home, Glenn's taking his cardigan off, his knitwear.
What's all happening?
Is this the first time you've worn that cardigan? That looks like a fresh cardigan, I
I
reckon.
bought it because of Sam Pang, and my partner said it looked lovely, and I thought it looked good, and then
Everyone's mocking you.
everyone's making fun of me. But anyway, there you go.
I
That's
won't
all right.
mock you when you're a great bloke.
Yeah, there we go. Lachlan said you're a great bloke. There we go.
Thanks, Lachlan. Okay.
Ross and Pete, we're dressed the same.
Yeah.
We've both come from the same
Yeah.
labouring job.
Yeah,
And,
what
we're
what
wearing
you-
blue workman shirts,
what
basically.
you'll find is when you just tip into the bracket of not being able to get life insurance, you tend to go for just a darker shirt.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, that's how they do it now. They said, send us a selfie, click. And once it goes into the grey, you're fine. Just the darker colours.
Look at that. Nice.
Let me ask you this: Dolly Parton insured her breasts.
Did she?
Kenny Rogers Tom Jones insured his chest hair, his voice.
His voice, maybe?
Michael Flatley.
Oh, he did the legs.
He did the legs?
He did the legs, yeah.
If I was to offer you a free insurance policy, what part of your body would you insure?
No, not what you're thinking. because that's currently out of work. So I'll get my hair, Glenn, my beautiful locks. What would you do, Rob? What would you do?
What would you do?
Well, obviously the hair. You know,
We're both going hair.
If that goes, so does my act. But Michael Flatley, though, that I always thought was funny. Like the fact he famously, you know, he insured the legs, but then he did a show after Lord of the because he did
Lord of the Dance.
He did Lord of the Dance, and then he did Riverdance, then Lord of the Dance, and then he did one called Feet of Flame. That's, I swear to God.
Imagine the insurance guy.
Exactly. If you've insured your legs, that's going to put the premium through the roof, isn't it?
Keith, this Michael Flatley, legs could catch on fire. No.
But he also famously had that thing where he said he'd love to have sex straight after a show. Remember that? That was Michael Flatley. He said,
Was it straight after the show or was it directly before?
I thought it was after, wasn't it?
Isn't it so that he wasn't like all pent up?
Oh, really?
Maybe he should have done a show called Balls of Flame.
I remember one of my friend's brothers was in Riverdance for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And once I heard that, he would finish the show and do the thing, and everyone would just fuck off straight away. Like, just get out of there. Because Michael Flatley would... Anyway,
like he was on the prowl.
Oh, I think so. With
God.
us.
Might be something that we could.
What?
The trouble is, what you imagine if you were to, I don't want to be vulgar about this, but imagine if you were to walk past Michael Flatley's dressing room and he's got a bed there and there was just like a doona and all you saw was two legs just doing that. Oh God, that's how he makes love. But nothing from the waist up.
Nothing from the waist.
He just literally.
Yeah, absolutely still.
That's too much for that fella too. He can't handle
No
it.
Michael Flatley jokes. I draw a line.
He's a massive fan of Lord of the Dance, that guy. He's like, oh, they're all right until they start having a go with Michael Flatley.
I toured with.
What would you insure? What would you butter your body?
Well, I'm surprised. My mouth.
Your mouth.
I love eating. This is all we talk about.
We do. We talk about food a lot.
Selena says to me, I get excited about food and watching TV. That's the only thing I get excited about.
What about golf?
No, not really.
What about surfing?
Oh, no, surfing, yeah. I've got a new board.
We were having burgers after a show the other day, and these young guys turned up with like ponytails, a bit of Point Break looking dudes, and they started talking to you about surfing. Oh my God, it's like being in a comic show with three nerds. It was like it's like my teenagers talking about computer games because there's all different language and stuff.
I must admit, he was a really good surfer. I was trying to sound like I was a good surfer, trying to drop a few terms, a bit much rocker and the new board, the wave. This is a wave now called Urban Surf. Have you heard about this?
Oh, yeah, out by the airport.
Out by the airport.
Yes.
And it's a machine.
Yes.
And it just pops out and waves pop up. But it's bizarre because there's a wall there and there's a big machine over there. There's a cage over here. It's like a ride, but it's just fantastic. So you go there and it's wave after wave after wave. And it's like, and then everyone stands around, because it's not competitive, everyone stands around on the beach there. And it's like a church. Everyone just is...
Wow.
Praising this wonder, and so everyone's very friendly and.
There's no bashing people on the surf.
No, because normally we're
locals
surfing.
only. Are you from Tullamarine, mate? No.
If there's a car,
I'm from Gladstone Park.
But the waves there,
Yeah.
and then is it the sort of thing where everyone's around the outside and you think, oh, I'll have a go on the wave for a bit, or can you all have your own bit of the wave?
you line up,
Yes.
and then the wave comes out in a corner, and you paddle across, and then you just catch it. And if you don't get it, you have to go back around.
Right.
So it's your wave. So there's no competition.
But if you were say if you was to take like Dave and I,
Yes.
As
Yes.
Amateurs.
Uninsured.
yes.
Uninsured.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got insurance, but
Highly
Ross doesn't.
insured. Would it be the sort of thing where all of the really good surfers, they're all waiting and they'd be like, oh, here they come, the dark blue shirt mob, here they are,
Like
still
a
wearing our shirts.
Dumb and Dumber.
That is the embarrassing part, because the line is there and the wave breaks towards the line. So as you go to catch the wave, everybody's watching you.
Yeah,
Right,
that's pressure.
okay.
So then you go to get up and you get woo, 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 and then you fall over and fall off and disappoint yourself, and then
You know what I'd love to do at that place? I'd love to turn up with just around me a papier-mâché trawler, a fishing trawler, and just come bobbing past like that. All right, piss off! I'm working here. I'm working. Stop.
Can I bring my jet ski there? Or They'd look down on the jet ski, wouldn't
Anyway, I don't know how we got onto that.
they? Well,
Yeah, anyway.
can't
So
remember.
insurance, what else? What else can we say about insurance?
I don't trust the Amy.
Lucky you're with Amy.
You don't trust her. The
don't-
girl on the ad or the girl on the phone?
But it's many girls, isn't it?
Yes.
And
They change occasionally.
They change,
Yeah.
and sometimes there'll be 3 or 4 Amy's in the same clip, but they've all got terrible wigs.
Yeah.
Is it just me that I know most people are going, oh, that's excellent value insurance, but I'm looking at those women thinking, why are they in disguise? Because when you go to make a claim, the wigs have come off, they're blondes, and they've had your money in a way.
Yes.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean about the wigs? Have you
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
the wigs? They're not.
It's a look they're going for.
It's definitely a look in the Amy ads. Well, who are the big insurances? There's Amy, A&P. My Uncle Barry was an A&P salesman for a long time. And they get royalties from all their sales. They're called traces, I think. So he still gets money from life insurance he sold or insurance he sold back in the 70s and the 80s. Yeah. It's like
there
being a
must-
member of the Rolling Stones. It's just kicking back. He's kicking back in Rosebud as we speak. Okay, so he didn't do that well. But
But there
He did
must.
it- he did
but
okay.
then when those people die and there's the payout, does he get a bit of the back end on that, or
yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know.
because that'd be good? You'd be, or does it just stop?
It would stop, I assume.
Yeah,
it
he's
would
not
stop.
got long left, has he?
Yeah, no. Oh, he still has house and cars and stuff too, I assume,
right.
as well. So, I don't know.
Do you know how insurance started?
No.
No.
No, was it a soldier thing? Was it the army who did it? Was it veterans? You know how we talked about Wounded Knee the other day on the other podcast? We talked about that, didn't we? That's coming out. That's been out, that episode, the Native American episode.
Yeah.
Right, and we talked about the Battle of Wounded Knee.
Yes.
Where there was a lot of soldiers killed. From that point on, the American Army introduced insurance because a lot of the widows and children of the soldiers killed were left destitute and stuff, and that's when they started insurance after that. All right, so
I've heard a couple of different stories. I heard that it was back in the 1600s where a number of exporters would get together with their stuff and say, I'm not going to put all my stuff on one boat because if my one boat goes down, I lose all my stuff. So if you had a boat and you had a boat, I'd say I'll put some of my stuff on mine and some of my stuff on yours, and you put some of yours on mine. Then we don't lose everything if one of our boats goes down. So that's the philosophy of
insurance.
That is the philosophy of insurance that we're all putting out. So
Did you,
basically,
hang on,
we're getting
did you
to-
learn this first day on your insurance
I
job?
did learn it when he sat down with the boss the first day. He said a group of people got together and you put money in, and if someone has hard times, that you'll draw on that money,
Right.
basically. So there you go.
Wow, it's amazing that you remember that from back in those days. Incredible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm endlessly fascinating with insurance
Insurance.
stories. Yeah, absolutely.
What else did he say on that first day? What were the other things that he just went? And also, don't mention the slaves below deck.
The tea and coffees for people that have been here for longer than a year, Glenn. That's not for you. Was there a vending machine or the old Nescafe coffee machine? Remember the Nescafe coffee machine?
No, we had a cafeteria downstairs.
Oh, it's all happening down there.
Yeah, it's all happening. Yeah, pretty
He used,
boring.
he used to have a flask at the top of another ladder and a tightrope.
Well, what else can we say about insurance? I think we're done. aren't
Oh, I
we?
think we're done. Let's go on to, was it Apollo 11? Was it Apollo
Apollo
11?
11,
Is that the
yes.
one that nearly blew up? Is that the one that the
Is that the one? That was the first one.
Oh, that's the first one. Is that the first one?
Yeah.
Apollo 13, they didn't make it to the moon.
Apollo 13, they didn't make it to the moon, like we just
Apollo
said. So Apollo
13
11's the first one, is it?
That's
The one that landed, the
Buzz
Neil
Aldrin
Armstrong,
and-
Buzz Aldrin, and Ian Collins.
Ian Collins?
Michael Collins.
Michael Collins, yes. Oh, it's happened. Yes. I'm slightly obsessed with him. You know he was Italian?
Who?
Michael Collins.
Was he?
He was. He's American, but he was born in Italy. Yeah. Because everyone says about Michael Collins, like everyone just goes, oh, well, Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong, they went down, and then Michael Collins was sat there. But if you think back, nobody knew they were going to make it to the moon.
Yes.
So he must have like gone, so which two of you want to go out and do the incredibly dangerous thing where you could probably 50-50 die or be attacked by aliens? He's gone, help yourself, lad.
Yeah. Well,
No, he said, we'll do it alphabetically, okay? Armstrong, Aldrin, off you go. See you later.
Do you reckon while he was how long were they on the moon for? A day?
21 hours, I think.
So
They
he
were
was,
up there.
Collins was like the anxious dad or mum waiting for the teenagers to
Yeah,
come
well,
home.
he went off on his own, didn't he, Collins? He literally...
Oh, did he go around the?
Bit of a joyride.
He dropped him off. He said, I won't go home. I'll just circle,
And I wonder if they said, don't, like when my teenagers, I drop off the party and they'd say,
Yeah.
don't come into the party, Dad.
Yeah.
When you pick us up, don't come into the party. Imagine you just dropped down and turned up. Hey, I'm here, guys.
Just park at the end of the Sea of Tranquility and I'll come round.
Yes.
I'll just...
I can remember my dad coming into parties and when I was 15, and you'd be in the kitchen talking to some young women about Duran Duran or something, and someone would go, David, your dad's in the lounge room. And he's wearing his scout uniform. And you'd look through the server and see Kev standing there, like, hey, what are you bloody young blokes? You should get in the scouts, you young blokes. I tell you what, what are you drinking? UDL? That's no good for you. You should be bloody hiking or canoeing. It's like, so that was embarrassing, I'd say.
But if Ian Collins was up there, and I don't want to lower the tone, but if you had a lot of time,
Michael.
if you were gonna, if you're gonna have a bit of
a cornflakes moment.
a cornflakes
Right,
moment,
yeah. Squeeze the avocados.
and if you're on the dark side of the moon, you're never going to get caught, are you?
I suppose because it wasn't linked up to mission control. I mean, obviously, if, like, again, let's not be vulgar about this, you wouldn't get caught, except for you'd have to make sure everything was...
Turned off?
Turned off.
No, vacuumed away.
Oh!
Because...
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
if Buzz gets back on, there's just...
What's that nebulous thing floating towards me?
And Buzz would just go, oh, there's a tiny ghost coming towards me.
Space
A
ghost.
space ghost coming towards me. And Ian would be there going, oh, yeah. That's,
Oh.
yeah.
And he'd have to take material with him. He wouldn't. There's nothing, you know. Again, I don't want to get too lowbrow.
They use
but
a vacuum, I think, for
But
toiletries.
they do it white, though, do they?
didn't they have condoms on their
Did they?
on their?
So they're going to do some alien action on the moon.
I'll tell you something else I know
Yeah.
is that they had trouble with the gas in the water, so the water was like soda water,
Oh, bubbly.
which meant that they farted a lot.
Farted a lot, yeah.
What, so they made their own soda stream from their arse?
No, no, something went wrong with the gas in the pipes, and the gas in the pipes got into the water, which then made them quite gassy.
Oh, I see. They weren't putting the gas into the water.
No,
It wasn't the...
No. So they were. So when you're in the thing, are you wearing a suit?
I think you take the suit off, do you? And you're
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
like
I
in
think-
long
Oh,
johns.
so you'll be okay because farting in a space
suit
suit is not pleasant.
No.
No.
But farting in a spaceship.
I wonder if they came up with that saying, fart in a spacesuit. What if one of them came up with that? Because when they're wearing a spacesuit, one of them farted and went, oh, this is really bad. I could use this at parties and stuff. It's like a fart in a spacesuit.
But I think that expression doesn't work because you've got... When you're in a spacesuit, shut up.
There's some noise out there in the corridors.
Because the air's constantly filtered.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, the very place to fart is a spacesuit because you go and
Yes!
it's gone straight away.
Right.
It's very true. It's very true. Oh, well, would you
Yeah.
like to go to space, Ross? Or
Yeah, God, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about the... somebody over there just went, yeah. I'd like to go to space. Nobody asked
oh, Glenn's
you.
going out there. Here we
Oh,
go.
he's asked.
Glenn, they won't know who you are, mate. Anyway, if they're
I'm
under,
wearing a cardigan now. Keep it down. The cardigan always scares them.
oh, that'll settle on.
Buzz Aldrin, though, this is a
He
fun
punched
fact.
someone too, didn't he?
Oh, Buzz Aldrin,
Yeah.
because he was so jealous of Neil Armstrong. Yeah. Oh, it's affected me. Because you know, like when Armstrong got on the moon, he got the lines wrong.
Yes.
You know, and
yeah.
A man.
Yeah, he was meant to say one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. But there's a bit, if you listen to the thing, he actually goes, one giant step for man. And there's a big pause where you can, and I swear that's thinking time where he goes, oh, fluffed it.
Yeah.
Oh, fluffed it. And he's thinking, do I just pretend and do I go again? The whole world's watching. Does he just go one small step for sorry, I meant one small step for a man. But he styles out, just one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And but he missed out the...
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Would you come back in after doing that and going, was my line okay? Because you know how you check you check. Was
Yeah,
it really
yeah.
all right? Because it's a big moment. Did it sound when I stepped down? Did I? No, that was good. That was
Yeah.
good. You paused a bit.
Well, mate, you did well.
Yeah,
did well.
I like the pause. Oh, because I was worried.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah,
worried that
yeah.
like
It
people
kept-
would notice that I hadn't remembered it. No,
Yeah.
no. It's
Yeah, did he rehearse in the spaceship going up? Like, and Buzz going, oh, mate, you've done it enough. You'll be all right.
yeah. You'll be fine.
You'll
Just
be
push
fine.
it on
Do you want
the
me to
day.
do it? I'll do it. You relax, mate. You relax.
No, but Buzz was really, he was bitter, wasn't he? And he
Yeah.
was drinking and the drugs and all the rest of it.
Well, I just remember in New Zealand, a conspiracy theorist came up to him and he said something about the moon landing being fake, and Buzz just whacked him. It's on
bang.
YouTube, and whacked him.
Yeah.
One of my friends met Buzz Aldrin, but said his wife acts like his bodyguard with a handbag. She just comes through the crowd with a handbag, like bashing people to get out of the way for Buzz. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
He's a very devout Catholic as well.
Yes.
And
They
apparently...
did. You go on.
No, go on.
Yeah, they did. Did they not do communion up there or
Yeah, he
something?
did, yeah. He did communion on the moon, but they kept it quiet because they thought it was like, bad form for the aliens or something. They just, you know what I mean? It's like look bad, like all mankind's got together. They've gone up there, and then But did he have the wafer? Do you think?
The wafer, the blood of Christ too.
Space wafer? Do you think?
Space wafer. I can remember buying them at the milk bar as a kid, the old space wafer. Well, we should do some thinking music. What are we going to do, Glenn? Because we've got to come up with an answer.
So, as you know, we like to have a bit of a think.
Yeah.
We could have that moment. We could have that line, the famous line. We could play
Oh,
that.
yeah,
we
yeah.
could play that. We could play the Amy ad.
Lucky.
Yeah. We could play
Dark
that.
Side of the Moon. By
We could play
Pink
Dark Side of
Floyd.
the Moon.
Pink Floyd.
What else could we do?
You could moon the crowd.
Oh, all right.
So thinking music, Glenn. Why don't we do a little skit? So
No,
it's like
a make believe.
A make-believe.
It's not a skit because that puts pressure under it
Okay.
for us to be funny.
Skit.
It's not a
comedy
skit.
skit.
I love the skit.
It's not a skit. It's a make believe where we recreate
Okay.
a moment in history.
All
We've
right.
done a few of them. You've heard them.
Yeah. There's,
Why don't I be an insurance person,
yeah.
MLC, and you can be two astronauts ringing up to try to get insurance for life insurance.
Okay. So
Quick
who?
trip there.
Do you want to be Buzz or?
Do you want to be yourselves?
I'd like to be Michael. I'd like to be Michael
You be
Collins.
Michael Collins.
Is that
I'll be
all right?
Buzz, the angry
Yeah,
one.
all right,
All right. And Armstrong, who knows? We don't know.
Well, he's out, and he's already
out.
gone out.
He's already out.
He's hopping around there, driving
Yeah.
the little car and all that.
Okay.
Right.
So you'll ring me, will you?
We'll ring you.
Okay. So we'll. Okay.
Houston, can you patch us through to the insurance company, please?
Yeah, sure. We'll just put you through. Here we go.
Hello, MLC Insurance. How can I help you today? The insurance company that's always there for you whenever you need help. Hello.
Yeah, we don't have much time, buddy. Keep the intro down. Look, we're interested in life insurance, aren't we, Michael?
Yeah, we certainly are. Just wanted to check. Mission Control is recording all of this, but are you recording this for quality and training purposes? Because if you are, save the tape. We've got this.
Yeah.
And where is your call centre based? Are you in Ballarat or Mumbai? Where are you based?
Are you on Earth?
It's all very well to make your jokes. First of all, I'll need your names.
I'm Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin. Okay.
Aldrin.
Yep, got that. And you
And
are.
I am Michael Collins. Please don't confuse me with Ian Collins. That is my brother.
Well,
He
Michael
is-
Collins, the Irish
Yes, yes.
rebel leader.
Yeah.
Oh, is Michael Collins getting a cheer.
steady.
Occupation?
We're former fighter pilots, but we're now astronauts.
Astronauts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't heard of Buzz Aldrin, and well, you probably haven't heard of Michael,
Oh,
but
no.
and Armstrong, he wants to get in on it, but he's out on
He's
the
out.
moon. He's on the moon. Michael?
Neil.
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 Neil. Is it Neil?
Neil, you want to get in on this
Ne-
insurance or
Neil.
what?
Neil, put the flag down. Put the flag. Neil.
What's he doing?
Nice.
What's he doing golf buggy? Is Glenn Robbins joining him later on the?
Why has he
Anyway,
got? Why,
yeah, I think
why has he
we-
got a cardigan over the top of his?
Anyway, MLC Insurance. What is your name, by the way? Sorry, we didn't.
I'm Greg.
Greg.
Greg, yeah.
We're just inquiring about life insurance.
Okay,
Yeah.
name, address.
We're just near the moon. We're on the moon.
Sea of Tranquility Avenue.
The moon. It's a new estate.
Has it got a postcode? Okay. Now, what are you looking
It's M1. That's the postcode M1.
000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I'm a bit scared of this. Okay, so what are you looking for? Life insurance or fire and theft or what sort of thing? What do you want?
Life insurance. Life insurance.
We'll hand you over to Jim Lovell later. He'll have fire.
Life insurance?
Life insurance. Yeah. For me and Michael and Neil.
Okay, I need to inquire about whether your fitness, how
Very
fit you
fit.
are, how able you would be.
I am on the scales right now, and it says 0. Absolutely 0. That's good.
Same here. We are highly tuned astronauts, so we're
Yeah, well-
incredibly fit. We're incredibly fit.
You've got to be fit to
Be an
obviously,
astronaut.
I'm
Exactly.
jotting all this down.
Yeah,
It's coming up
astronaut.
very well.
Can
So-
I ask one question? Just from the sound of your voice, are you balanced on a ladder? You seem very helpful, but slightly in danger at
Yeah.
the same time.
Should you be getting life insurance, Greg?
I'm reading Lord of the Rings while I'm doing this, but don't worry about it.
Go the Hobbit.
So I need to I'll need to check with my supervisor. So we want
Right.
life insurance for how much? What sort of payout? What sort of?
Well, I reckon $1 million each.
yeah, I
$1 million
think
each.
so, yeah.
$1 million each. Yeah, I mean, the dog got like 500 grand, so we should get that dog that went into space got 500 grand.
Leica?
Leica.
I love her. Come on! Come on!
Leica. Because you know how they got that dog into space? They had another rocket ship with a stick in it, and it just. Classic.
Again,
Sorry.
it's all very well you making jokes. I've got an insurance policy to fill out here.
Yeah. So what are our chances of? You got to ask your supervisor, do you?
I've got to ask my supervisor. Where's my supervisor? Here's my supervisor here. What's your name?
Lewis.
Lewis. Got 2 astronauts wanting to get insurance, life insurance. They're currently circling the moon. What sort of fee are we going to charge them per year for that?
We got any pets?
Have you got any
Well,
pets?
we've got a monkey. He's floating past.
We've got a dog, but he died in space. But there's a ghost as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
There's the space ghost.
yeah. That's definitely the ghost of the monkey that died on the first. Yes, that's it. That's definitely what it is.
Yeah. Lachlan.
Lewis. A pussycat. Oh, no
yeah.
cats in space. No,
okay.
cats in space. I don't think
Oh,
so.
look, I think everything's okay. You know what? You want to know what your premium is?
Yeah, what?
Just putting it into the machine now.
Oh, computer says.
Yeah, Amy. I've got Amy. Amy. Put your wig on, Amy. Not that wig, the other wig. Yep. What's the premium? $3.5 million each.
Oh, no.
That's not lucky at all.
We can't afford that.
Well, our chances of you losing money on good people like you are pretty high. So unfortunately, it's going to be a no from us. Then.
Oh, we're national heroes, aren't
Yeah.
we?
I've got an idea.
What's an idea?
When we get back, let's sell this spaceship, pocket the cash, take all the Teflon off the outside, make a load of pans. We'll sell them on the morning show.
Yeah.
We'll pay that premium.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we'll take it. Thank you,
Yes,
Greg.
please.
End scene.
Hey. Oh, thank God.
Wow.
Ross.
That was very exciting talking to you guys there. It
was,
I
yeah.
had a whole picture in my head. I
Yeah.
could see it all.
We should have gone with the accents, really, though, shouldn't we? Do you think?
No. That's good. That's good.
I felt
So,
like I was in a caravan with Ross. It was great.
Yeah.
It would be a small environment, wouldn't it, a spaceship? It's not a big thing. It's tiny.
You know, you haven't got an ensuite.
Oh, yeah, an ensuite. You'd hope so. Okay, we should have a crack at the answer. Who wants to have a crack? And then we'll get the answer off Sam. I'll go first. I think life insurance, maybe, did they not? Maybe they did life insurance ads. Okay, I'm going to say they did life insurance ads. Hey, I'm Buzz Aldrin. I nearly died.
you're saying they did an ad before they
No,
left
after
they left.
After.
Okay.
I reckon
Yeah,
after
yeah,
the
okay.
life insurance ad. Ross?
I think, is it? Because you know how they had this with like servicemen coming back from Afghanistan. They had a completely different perception of danger because they'd been in the the war, and then so they were just driving really recklessly and they were having a big problem. And I think because Buzz was on the booze, the Buzz booze, I think he advertised that as well.
The Buzz booze.
Try Buzz booze. I think and he couldn't handle for years. He was like, every time somebody said to him, "Oh, this is this nice restaurant," "I've been to the moon." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's that Buzz came back. They came back, and they had such a crazy sense of no sense of danger anymore. They were completely uninsurable.
Ooh, uninsurable. Yeah, okay, yeah. Glenn?
I think they did something before they left because they knew they were uninsurable. I reckon they've said they'll sell off part of their wares or their clothes or something personal that they know if something happens to them that will now be worth a lot of money.
Oh, for
So
the
in other words,
families.
because
right,
something
yeah.
that they had to guarantee that because they go up there, they die. Whatever they've done down here is worth money.
Memorabilia. So all of their memorabilia,
Yeah.
can be sold off.
Yes, and that would pay for their family to live happily ever after.
So it's like when I do my gigs at footy clubs, I'd have the Kevin Bartlett signed jumper and then the Buzz signed underpants or something.
Yeah, maybe they signed like their old suits or something.
Okay.
I mean, you've got stuff in all your old if it's just say you were going to go to the moon.
Yeah.
You get your old posters and you'd sign those and you'd.
But so they don't give the insurance company
No.
signed stuff.
No.
They just have it and they go, but if you do die, then you get the merch.
Yes, but you can't have it if I don't die.
Right.
It's just a way of making money for the families, I assume. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
All right,
should we
get the answer of Sam?
Yeah.
Sam, what is the answer?
Before Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins could take the space shuttle Apollo 11 to Moon, they had another grave problem to solve. They had no life insurance coverage. In the time leading up to the launch of Apollo 11, the crew spent a month in quarantine to cut their risk of picking up any illness which might keep them from their mission. During this period, they signed hundreds of postal covers to work as insurance. These postal covers that look like postcards signed by each of the astronauts would be worth a lot of money to their families in the event of their death. This process of signing postal covers continued for the other Apollo missions up until Apollo 16.
Wow, that's amazing.
There you go.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Sam. Wow, I'm going to...
Oh, no, well,
okay,
with my insurance background, it just made sense to me.
Yeah,
it made sense to me. I
Yeah.
lined it all up and I went, not going to get insurance. What have they got that's worth money now that would be worth more if they die?
I'm going to cancel my life insurance policy today and just sign all my books and keep them in my boot in my car
Yeah.
where they are
Oh,
now.
no. What if you die in a flaming
flaming
fire?
red, yeah.
They go, a double tragedy today. We lost Dave O'Neill, popular comedian, and an extra tragedy.
Okay, take them out of the car, put them in the shed.
Books went as well.
And you should do the same with some Kath and Kim and Russell Coit DVDs, Glenn.
Absolutely,
Just
yeah.
Start signing
Yeah.
away.
Maybe we could do something tonight for these people here. They can take away something. No, I
I'll
shouldn't
tell
say
you
that.
what.
We've got
I'll
nothing
tell
to
you
sign.
what. I think you'll find, now you've mentioned it, the cardigan. Come on. Come on.
You can't
Well,
keep
I'm
that
going to give it
away.
away. Do you think I've got to throw it into the crowd?
What I'm saying is, in the event of your death, have the cardigan put behind glass. One of these people gets it on your death.
Don't throw it in the crowd. Don't. It's a too good cardigan. Because, and also, then me and Ross will throw our blue shirts in the crowd,
I just-
and they'll come straight back.
I got a
God, it
theory
stinks.
that everybody looks good in a cardigan. Would
No.
you like to try it on?
You know what? I look terrible in a cardigan. And also, I'll stretch that cardigan.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin the cardigan. Yeah.
The cardigan will be ruined.
I'm willing to try.
Go on.
All right, here we go. All right.
Terrible.
You're going to look good.
And it's going to be... I'll
I don't
stretch it.
know.
Turn around so no one can see.
I'm already seeing a guy at Comic Con or something like that. lining up to meet the
Do up the buttons. Do up the buttons.
Lining
Don't
up
be
to meet the-
casual. Pull up your pants.
lining up to meet a guy who was in Buffy the Vampire
Yeah.
in one
Oh,
episode.
it's coming together well.
Oh yeah, he looks good.
Okay.
It
No, you
it
don't
actually
do up
fits
the
all
button.
right, Ross. It actually fits all right. Okay, here we go. Modelling today
He's never
here at
worn
the
it.
Maya catwalk. He's never worn a cardigan. That's amazing.
There you go.
It's incredible. Oh, there we go. Getting
He's
dressed.
having trouble getting dressed.
Oh, it's like Prince
Yeah.
Charles. He has someone who dresses him in every day. So, yeah, we ready?
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Dun-dun. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome, Ross.
Actually, don't look too bad.
Am I wrong?
You look good.
Am I wrong? How good does that look?
But the problem is, if I perch on this stool, I don't know if anyone remembers Val Doonigan. Do you remember Val
Yeah,
Doonigan?
Val Doonigan, the singer.
One for the teenagers.
Easy
there.
listening. Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's a lamb's wool.
I like this.
And it's from that shop, uni clothes.
Peter Alexander.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Menswear.
That's nice. I'm telling you. I think
Cardigan.
maybe we should make merchandise somehow related
Cardigans. Yes. I think it's a great idea.
Oh, it's from that one. Is it the Unikulu?
Uniqlo.
And did I miss this? So Sam Pang sent you that.
Sam Pang sent me a photograph
Oh, right.
of Ben Hogan wearing one, and Ben Hogan is a famous golfer. And I said, I like the cardigan, I'm going to go and get one. And I got one, and I sent him a photograph of me wearing it.
That's
I said,
It's amazing.
That's incredible because Sam sent me a picture. This is a different, and I wish I could find this, right? He sent me a picture because whenever I watch terrible Nicolas Cage films, I send him little clips
Yeah.
of Nicolas Cage just performing insane stuff. And he sent me a picture of Nicolas Cage in a pink leather biker's jacket with quite a lot of sponsors on it. And he sent that through. So if I could have bought
If you
that,
could-
I
yeah,
would have.
yeah.
Sam Pang sent me a photo of in your blue shirt and said I should get one. So I got one. So, well, we've got to wind it up because there's another show coming in here. We should thank Sam. Thanks, Sam, for all your work.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I get it. The check's in the mail.
Yeah, the check's in the mail.
Yeah.
And Ross Noble is doing shows every night in the Comedy Festival at the Town Hall.
Down the Town Hall there.
in the big section of the Town Hall.
Yeah.
So
Down there.
you've had a taste of Ross. Go and see him. I'm here downstairs in the basement here. Yeah, not doing a show, just hanging out and doing some experiments. No.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, Ross, it's been a
Ross
lot.
Noble, ladies and
Oh.
gentlemen. What a thrill and what an honour to have the great man.
Fantastic. We've been somehow related. Give yourselves a round of
Give a
applause,
round of
guys. You've been a
applause.
great crowd.
Hit the music.
Glenn Robbins.
Dave O'Neill. Whatever.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Lachlan. Cheers, guys. Thanks for coming out on a blustery Melbourne Sunday.